You're tuned in to Vocalo Radio, NPR's only Chicago music station. I'm your host, Bekoe, and alongside me, man, I have a very special guest in the building. Been doing a lot of great things for the community. Dropped a dope project, and he goes by the name of G Herbo.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Look, thank you for taking our time to slide. You've been very busy.
Yeah, man. I'm on the road, man. On the road.
Look, you so busy, your cameraman is taking a nap with the camera on the side of him.
Like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It don't stop, man. The grind be 24/7. So, and I keep him with me though. You know, I keep my cameraman with me, my personal assistant, my day to day, like my security. We, as long as I'm grinding, they grinding. You know what I'm saying? So. Rest is important, man. You know.
Yeah, rest is,
wealth,
but have you? Have you been getting you some rest lately, though? You know,
I try, bro. I try to get rest, you know, but I'll be built for it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm built for the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like I do get rest, but like a little 20-minute nap be cool for me sometimes. You feel me? But I get my most sleep on the plane though. That's why I sleep the most.
Yeah, definitely, and you get to sleep through that turbulence too.
No, I don't wake up. I don't care what's going on the plane. I don't wake up. I wake up when the wheels land.
Oh, yeah.
And before they take off, I'm already asleep.
Yeah, see, that good sleep right there. Now, you know, funny thing, yesterday, I was in your neck of the woods, my brother, 79th and Essex. And, you know, speaking of Essex, that's the name of your child as well.
I named my son Essex, man. I named my son Essex because that name it's an important, you know, name. Of course, it's just like, remembering where I come from, and it was like a whole different for me just making it out of that, you know what I'm saying? It just I went into a real like dark like place when my brother got killed. My brother died in January and my son wasn't born yet. And like I felt like seeing him be born, it was like a breath of fresh air, like God sent for me, you know what I'm saying? Like even though I knew I was gonna name him Essex, but just so much that I lost behind that block and just behind the city, that neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and where I come from, and to see like my kid, and it's like the reverse of that, you know what I'm saying, like that me naming him that is like it got a lot to do with my block, but it got nothing to do with it at the exact same time. You feel what I'm saying? It's like overcoming that, you know, and it's just I don't know. That's my man.
That's dope to hear, though. Like they say, with every death also comes a birth. And, you know, and I don't know much about, you know, I mean, with that being your brother, I know that you just lost a chunk of your heart. I recently lost my father this year in a crazy situation. So, like, I understand when you lose somebody close, it's hard to even come up out of that. And then you also give birth to, you know, your son. It's like, yo, how?
No, it was, I was completely different around that time, you know, like I was just an angry person. Like I fell into like alcoholism and stuff like that, drinking all day. I wasn't really like nice to my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just angry. I was stressed out, you know what I'm saying? Because I lost my little brother to something that he didn't deserve, you know what I'm saying? Like it just made me just look at life completely different. Like I wasn't myself. I wasn't my normal self, and I had to like get out of that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really mind talking about it, because a lot of people experience, you know, these same feelings. And in order to really escape that, because you could get stuck into that forever. You feel what I'm saying? Like you will fall into this mental slump and stay that way.
I feel like the music helps you through it too, which we gonna get into, because this project is bananas.
Appreciate it, bro. Good looking, bro.
You also had a little girl, you know?
My daughter, Emmy.
Has she made you soften up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Man, having a daughter is completely different. I you know, 2 sons, I'm rough. I'm could be doing whatever with my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still, like, to be completely honest, I'm still figuring it out, like having a daughter, because like, it's like a little delicate flower, bro. I don't want to hold her wrong when she crying or uncomfortable. Like, I'll just make my son stuck it out. I'll let them cry, you know, but when she cry, I want to immediately, like, give her to her mama or figure out what it is that's making her cry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's just different. Like, I just feel like I want to give my daughter whatever, make her happy or comfortable for the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know I'm raising a real little daddy's little girl, you feel what I'm saying? It's completely different. Like, having sons, I'm rough. I can smack them around. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that with my daughter.
Yeah, she daughter ain't going.
I
She
can't
probably
even-
smack
yeah,
you around.
I can't even picture myself yelling at her, bro. Like she just everything perfect to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's God's gift to you, man. These kids change you,
I
yo.
just said that today on FaceTime. I swear I just said, like, I feel like my daughter was like, I don't know, a reward for all the tough stuff that I've been through. Like everything bad I went through, like just a ball of perfection, like in a girl. You know, it's crazy.
That's dope to hear. And before we transition, your son, that's how you say his name, correct?
Your son, yeah.
Your son, right? Because some people like, wait, his son.
Yeah.
But your son, with him being like your firstborn, like, what's something that he's taught you that helped you mature more as a family man?
How to just love unconditionally, you know what I'm saying? Like unselfish, like it's like being a parent and you don't realize it to you, there is nothing that you won't do for your child, a real parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing I won't do for, any of my kids, but just your son is like, that was like my first best friend for real. My son's still my best friend right now to this day. Like, I talk to him like, I don't know. I don't even know if I talk to him like a friend or like a son. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think with me maturing as a man, and I wouldn't say I was young when I had him, but I was 23. You feel me? That was like young for me.
Yeah.
It's like, me growing up. I was growing up with him. You feel me? Like, it's crazy sometimes. Like, I feel like I had to like get a little more firm to make him like respect me as his dad, because I think he was starting to think like I'm just his real best friend. Like, me and my son do everything together. Like, I had him in the studio with me when we was young, when he was a baby, like video shoots. Like, my son is literally like my best friend. He go everywhere I go, you know what I'm saying? And he remind me a lot of myself. I was like that. I was real advanced when I was young. When I was 4, I was hanging with my older cousins. They was 9, 8, you feel me? And he had that too, but it's different because I'm his dad, then it's who his mom is. You know, he exposed to so much in a good way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he it's all knowledge, and I feel like it's gonna shape him into being like a real man or young, where he able to like conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, bro. Just watching my son, like, he like a real 4-year-old grown man. Like, man, my son taught me how to meditate. Like, I ain't even really like
meditate.
my son. Yeah, just breathing. It's like my son like that though. He like meditating. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
He'd be doing something and he'd stop and be like, I want to meditate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I done seen him do it a few times. He only 4 years old, bro. Like, he a real genius, like in real life.
That's crazy, yo. Like, to hear that, a 4-year-old
he's
knowing breathing techniques.
He's different, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, he's just super smart, bro. He like real intelligent. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one of the things that like threw me off one time was, this was a little while ago. I was flying him back to Atlanta, and I was moving fast, and he told me like, yeah, grab this book. I want you to read this book for me when we on the plane. I forgot the book at home. He got mad. He really wanted me to read that book to him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he into that type of stuff.
Shout out your son, cause yo, that's like, that just inspired me to.
Nah, he a real little genius, bro.
That really inspired me to get my son. I mean, my son reads and things of that nature too, but it just shows you the creative mind of the kid.
Like his iPad toys and stuff. Of course, he loves his iPad, but I'm just saying that specific time he was mad that I ain't read him that book, and it wasn't like it was a little thick book. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he really wanted me to read.
So you like, I ain't got no time for this right now.
Nah, we had a long flight from LA to Atlanta. I ain't had nothing but time, and that's what he got mad about. You feel me? Like, we on this plane for 5 hours. I want you to read me this book.
Bright, that boy, bright, right there. What book was it? By the way,
I don't even know. I don't even remember what book it was, but it was one of his books. I buy him books. You know, he got a bunch of books at the crib. I don't even remember. We was moving so fast, I didn't get a chance to really pay attention to the book. I just remember it was a thick book, kind of thick. It was one of his books that he got out of his room and wanted me to read it for him.
And, well, I mean, how has your kids helped amplify your music? Because after of course, throughout the pandemic, a lot of things slowed down. But I feel like what we've been receiving from you lately has been some like your best work, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's only because of, my kids are definitely a reflection of, you know what I'm saying, me growing as an artist, because I'm only growing as an artist because I've grown as a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, me maturing as a man that got 100% to do with my kids. Me maturing and the man that I am right now, I owe to my kids completely. You feel me? So my music is just a reflection of that as well. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. And like I said, I have my kids in the studio with me, and I want my music to like revolve around who I am as a person. I'm a father before anything. You feel me? So like, that's why I put my kids on my music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to like embrace them through my music. I want them to embrace me, and I want to build generational wealth for them through my music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once it gets to a point where it's not fun for me no more, or where I'm not focused on that, I don't even want to do music no more. You feel me? Like, I love music. You know, like, I really feel like I was put here to be a rapper. Like, that's my destiny. Like, God gave me that talent to be a rapper and to do everything else that I'm doing aside of that to help people. You feel me? Like, and my kids, like, especially your son, he a real fan of my music. You feel me? Like, he want to hear it. He want to listen to it. He'll sit in the crib all day and watch videos. You feel me? Like, really, he really will. And I ask him what you want to listen to. He'll be like, I want to listen to this song, this song. You know what I'm saying?
What's his, you know, outside of you, what's one of his favorite artists?
He like artists that I seen him really like tune lock into. You feel what I'm saying? And want to hear Roddy. He used to love Roddy Ricch, and he like Kodak. And right now he a Michael Jackson fanatic. He love Michael Jackson. That's all he want to listen to. Like, he in the crib doing the dances, listening to Michael Jackson. I can't break him out of that. All he want to hear is Michael Jackson all day.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't even gonna say break him out of him, because I haven't even tried to break him out of it. But I'm saying, like, he FaceTime me like, yeah, Daddy, look, and he on some Michael Jackson. You feel what I'm saying?
Getting this
Nah, he make the noises, do everything. He be trying to moonwalk. He do all the little gestures. You know what I'm saying? He be tripping off Michael Jackson.
Now, you know, with this project, I've learned that this was like one of your most emotional, like this album put you in an emotional state. Like, you actually shedded some tears putting this album together.
For sure.
What led you to, you know, come to that emotional standpoint?
I think it was just like trauma and grief that I felt along the years. You feel me? Like I said, when my little brother died and I went to this like mental slump, I never stopped working. I never stopped working. I never stopped going to the studio. I never stopped doing interviews. I never stopped doing any of the stuff that I'm doing. And I've been like this since I was 16, 17. Like, even when I wasn't really going hard like I am now, I never stopped working. And I'm saying all that to say, like, once I figured out how to lock in and like maybe just keep myself busy and work and make sure that I get out of these circumstances, because it was hard for me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, it was hard, bro. I didn't know if I was gonna die. I didn't know if I was gonna go to jail. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. And I made it.
Yeah.
So it's like triumph for me, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Survivor's Remorse was for me. Like, all of those emotions and everything I felt over these 10, 12 years of me rapping, it's like it was all bottled in one, and I was able to like release it, because I've had my moments. You know, I had big moments in my career and moments of triumph, you feel what I'm saying? But it was like, now I know I'm here. Like, I'm here to stay. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
I never really felt like that.
That's crazy to hear, because out of all, you've put out classics.
I put out classics.
Man.
I got a fan base out this world. My fans love me, and I always been like, it not like if I want to throw the humble card out the window, like I've been like
You are a humble
legendary
beast.
for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? And I know that, but it's like now it's different for me. Like, I know I'm here to stay. I'm getting I feel like maybe on the outside or the inside looking out, and I'm just so locked in, working, focused. I ain't never felt like I was getting my flowers or the respect that I deserved in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like now I ain't doing nothing but taking it. And it's only because I deserve it. Like, I'm taking it now because I deserve it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I went through a lot of emotions recording this album, because people just feel like it's all good, and it wasn't all good for me. You know what I'm saying? It really never been all good for me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
you made it better for yourself.
I made it better for myself and the people around me. You feel what I'm saying? So like, people can't really imagine all the emotions that you go through. You know what I'm saying? And how you really feel on the inside, making it seem like it's all good, and it ain't. And everybody on the outside looking at my life like it's perfect. And there's nowhere near perfect. I ain't have it figured out at all. I still don't to this day. But I know I got more of a grasp on my life and who I am as a man than I've ever had before. And that's why I was so emotional. Like, even when my album came out, the day my album dropped on when the A side dropped, I went in the studio, it was just me and my engineer, and I played it all the way to from the beginning to the end, and I started crying. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was like triumph for me, bro. Like, people don't know what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And I don't tell nobody, and I bottle a lot of my emotions in, and I'm just now learning how to, like, release it outside of music. Like, outside of being a artist, I'm just learning how to, like, be a human being. You feel what I'm saying? Right now at 27, learning how to be a human being is crazy.
But it take time for everybody to, you know.
I felt like I was just like a machine, bro. Just being in the streets, not showing emotion. Like, you know, you can't show emotion where I come from. Like, they look at it as weakness, you feel me? Like, and all the time I always been the same person. I always been charismatic. I always, you know, had emotions. I always was a vulnerable person, you know what I'm saying? And like a lovable person. But where I come from, you can't show no love. And when you do show love, they try to use it against you. You feel me? So, like, just being in the streets, bro, I turned into a person that just, it seemed like I ain't had no love in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I had to find that. Like,
and what I was gonna ask you I'm happy you said that. What helped you find love? You know, within yourself and got your family.
My kids and my family, bro. Like, now it's like me having kids, bro. I don't want to sound like I don't care though. Like, I don't care about what nobody think about me. I don't care about nobody's opinion. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if I make you angry, if I make you uncomfortable, if I make you upset. Because all I'm trying to do is be the best version of myself for my kids. You feel me? Like, me being an artist, me being a G Herbo on stage, all the chains on, that shit cool. But when I take my chains, all my jewelry off, and I park my car in the garage, I got to go in the crib with my kids. And I got to go lay down, I got to wake up, and I got to make them happy because all they know is daddy. They don't care how much money I made the night before. You feel me? Like, all they care about is me. You know, I got to, the money that I'm making and what I'm doing, I got to sit that aside to make sure they good. But they don't know. My son don't know I'm a millionaire. My kids don't know I'm a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just know what he know. You feel me? Your son older, so he exposed to more, and he understand that I'm a somebody. But at the end of the day, all he know is daddy. He call it daddy. You feel me? So, like, just me having kids, like, that's my main responsibility. You feel me? And I learned that, like, as I just matured, and really I learned a lot of, like, my morals and principles from my grandmother and my dad. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she like my best friend. You know, of course I learned a lot from my mom, but I'm talking about, like, the real stuff. You feel me? Like,
and would you consider yourself a mama's boy?
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely a mama's boy. 1,000,000%. And my mom and dad still together. My mom and daddy been together like 30-something years.
Shout out to your OG.
Yeah, no, my parents still married. But yeah, like, bro, I don't care. Like, I know, and it's, I think it's because I spent so much time in my life in the streets, and, like, so much time. I'm a unselfish person, bro. I always cared about making everybody around me happy. You feel what I'm saying? And I always cared about looking out for everybody. And I was so invested in the streets and what didn't matter. I could have got killed or went to jail and not even ever been able to be a father. You feel me? So now that I'm here and I had this, bro, I'm not letting that go, and don't nothing else matter. So it's like, you got to get on what I'm on. Yeah, if you're not on what I'm on, you getting left. It's over with. It's over with. It's nothing to talk about. It's nothing personal. Nothing, bro. And if I'm a die about something, I'll die behind that being a man. I'm willing to die behind being a man 100% before I die behind anything else. You feel me? Like, and I'm saying that to say, like, being willing, like, feeling like that is really living about it. Like, I'm a live behind being a man. So, like, you gotta feel like it sounds crazy, but it's like, once you willing to die behind something that's positive that you believe in, you really living for that.
And it changes you.
You living for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, and I don't like, because I believe in manifestation of power of your tongue. So when I say stuff like that, I got to clarify it. You feel me? Like, that's what I mean by that.
Now, you know, I heard you was speaking on how, like, your sons, your kids, they don't see you as a millionaire and this celebrity. And it hit me. You've been independently doing this for a long time with Machine Entertainment Group. You know what I'm saying? Since what, 15?
From the start to the finish, man.
So, like, how do you and Mickey Halstead keep this solid foundation, man?
Man, it just comes from, you know, like, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, Mick, and JB, we've been, you know, in business since I was 16 years old, 15 years old, you feel what I'm saying? So you can only imagine what we actually went through to get here, you know what I'm saying? And all the hiccups and ups and downs, you feel me? Like, and that's just because we all been trying to build something worth keeping, worth having. Like it's never been perfect. Like we didn't get into it many a times. There's been times where I didn't talk to Mick for almost a year. I ain't talked to JB for probably the same amount of time, you know what I'm saying, if not longer. But that doesn't mean we ever like stop caring for each other or stop believing in each other or disrespected each other. So it's like when you building a team like that and you go off of morals and principles, anything is just a conversation. It's always able to be fixed. You feel what I'm saying? And it's never been about money with us. And that's why we here now. Like, it's never been about no money. Like, I ain't never been in no situation where, like, I need some money right now. I need to go get some money, or I need to go sign to a label, or I ain't making enough money being independent, or I want this right now, I want that. No, it's always been about building with us, bro. And that's why we here, you know what I'm saying? So being independent, especially as an artist, is betting on yourself and believing in yourself. So when I was in a state or a position where it's like I wasn't even focused, you know, they still believed in me and they still betting on me. And when I got focused, I understood that. So now I'm willing to believe in them and bet on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it gotta be like that. You know, it gotta be a two-way street. Whatever my weaknesses are, they gotta be their strengths.
Right, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And the other way around, you know. So, man, we blessed to still be here, bro. And this really feel like it's just the beginning. After all this time, we've been doing this for over 10 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Still feel
and
like
it
the
still
beginning.
feel like the beginning. and that's what's like, when you making it and it's like that, when you got that feeling, it's like you want to keep striving. The sky's only the limit. Because I promise you, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I always felt like I never got like my respect in the industry. You feel what I'm saying? Of being a pioneer rap or a pioneer for Chicago music or whatever they might call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand that I've been that, but like now that I'm where I am mentally, on the outside looking in, I feel like I'm receiving it now. Or people may like, yeah, you always been like this to me. I always looked at you like this. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was me. It was just me having that confidence within myself. You know, like I never cared about accolades or what nobody else thought. Or you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you shouldn't, because once you start worrying about that, it's gonna alter.
That's what you're gonna be
everything.
Stuck on. It's gonna alter everything, and it's like you're not even gonna feel like you successful no more because you worried about numbers or you worrying about what somebody else doing or what you think you should be doing. And at the end of the day, bro, I be having to think about it like this. Ever since I started rapping, I never had a year worse than the year before. Like, it's never been like 2020. I was here, and then 2021, I'm worse off than I was. You know, it's always been escalator style. So when I think of it like that, it's like I don't really be having nothing to complain about, bro. Like, what is it to complain about? No matter how tough, how hard it is, I'm doing better than I was doing before. And that's what I try to stick to. I don't go off of like accolades or numbers or what somebody else telling me that I am or what I'm supposed to be. I just look at the reality of the things that I'm doing and what I want to do. I don't even care about the past.
I'm pretty sure you had several offers, several labels coming your way. And then you make the decision, like you link up with Republic. And with you linking up with Republic, like how has that altered anything with Machine?
No, not at all. Just really just aligning partnerships, you know, like even, and that's what I was always taught. Like JB always taught me that, and that's why I love and respect JB so much, because he allowed me room to grow. Like the same things that he tell me now in the conversations that we have now when I'm 27, we had these same conversations when I was 16. I just wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't listening to what he was saying, you know? So like all we ever did was just align partnerships where Republic, for example, like they allow us room to grow. You feel me? That's what their purpose is. That's the purpose that they serve for us. Allow us room to grow our business. Believe in us. You feel what I'm saying? Give us the freedom to grow our business and grow our brand. That's Machine and 150 Dream Team. They invested in us, you know what I'm saying? And we believe in them as well, because we believe that they gonna be able to help us grow our brand. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Republic. It's been great since I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how long so far? It's like been a year and some change?
It's been over a year. It's been over a year. You feel what I'm saying? So
you released 25.
Yep, I released 25 with Republic, and now Survivor's Remorse, and they excited. Like when I go talk to them, they like, more music. What a music. They just want me to keep dropping, and I ain't never been in a situation like that where they giving me freedom to, like, I ain't gonna say freedom because we always been independent, but like the green light. I'm not gonna say freedom. The green light. We want you to do you. Y'all got it figured out. Y'all know the formula. drop the music. We don't even care. We gonna support it. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And that allowed me to be like the best artist I could be. Now y'all challenging me to, oh, what do I want to drop a deluxe? Do I want to drop another album?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Do I want to get on to the next album?
Is that partly the reason why side A became also a side B?
Yeah, one of the reasons for sure. Like they was all for it when I told them, like, man, I got 30 songs hard that I'm ready to put out right now. They like, put them all out. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how we really, figured out the A and B side. But on another note from that, like, I wanted it to tell a story. Like, I didn't want to just drop 30 songs because I got 30 hard songs. I wanted it to tell the story of survivor's remorse. But everybody not gonna buy into that. Like, everybody done, like, what I mean by everybody, like, every company, every label, sometimes they ain't with that. They like, no, we don't want you to drop 25 songs at once. We want you to drop 12 and then wait and drop the other, you know what I'm saying?
Do the 12 with the deluxe.
No, they like, go crazy. Do you. Drop them. I'm with it. You feel what I'm saying? When I went and met them, this was before my project dropped, they like, bro, we got the mechanics over here in this building, in this machine right here. We gonna join this machine with y'all machine. You could drop tonight if you want to. Like, they told me that when I played my music, they like, we don't care. Y'all could put it in the system right now. And that gave me all the motivation to be like,
that's leverage right
there. Oh yeah, no, I'm finna really go to work now. I'm about to make sure everything that I got is aligned in order. If y'all telling me that I could drop and be successful with this that I'm just putting in front of y'all right now, let me go really package it the right way, you feel what I'm saying, so I could deliver it the right way. And it was successful, bro.
I be wanting to see more artists help out their communities.
Yeah.
And you are one of those artists that
Thank you, bro.
help out the community in a major way, Swervin Through Stress.
Yeah.
I feel like that's big, man. Like, especially knowing that you were diagnosed with PTSD.
Yeah.
Before we even get into it, how have you been coping lately? Been okay?
Yeah, I've been good. Just the name alone, like, I want people to understand, like, Swerving Through Stress is finding a way to take your pain and what you going through and make it a part of your journey, where it's like you really swerving through it, like you navigating through it. Like, I really want people to just sit down and break down the meaning the word swerving through, the Swerving Through Stress, the whole initiative is like, of course I find my ways to cope, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want. That's why I'll speak about it. That's why I want to go back and help my community, because all you're trying to do is just find a way to be the best version of yourself. You got to find ways for you to cope and deal with and be able to deal with, you know what I'm saying, your trauma and the things that you're experiencing on a day-to-day. And a lot of these kids don't know how, you feel what I'm saying? And especially, like, I don't think people really understand the reality of being from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Just being from here, bro, is crazy. It's crazy.
I don't think we even think about it until we leave and go to another city.
Until we leave and go somewhere else, or people from other cities like, man, what y'all got going on out there? It's crazy. And we like, y'all got some stuff going on out here, but it's like, it's different here, bro. Like, just the way we was raised to not process our feelings. That alone, like, just not being able to process your feelings or not wanting to, it create a stigma of just being numb and not caring, being heartless, bro. I just said when I was in the streets, I was heartless. I ain't really care about nothing. A lot of these kids don't care about nothing. They don't want to open up. They feel like they don't got nobody to talk to. They don't got nobody to look up to. All they got to look up to is the rappers. So it's like, if it ain't nobody like myself that's showing you, like, nah, this ain't the way, bro. Don't do what I did, because this only going to bring you years of heartbreak and trauma, and you going to be trying to figure it out at 27 like me. I'm just lucky enough to, blessed. I ain't going to say lucky. I'm blessed to be able to, like, have made it and just use my hardships as something to add fuel to my fire. Like, I just had the fire in me, in my eyes. I was determined to make it, you know what I'm saying? That's just because I got a real lion heart. Like, whatever, by any means, I'm going to get where I need to be. And if you in my way, you fool. You feel what I'm saying? But I learned that in a negative way. I wasn't like, I feel like we should have those tools by somebody pouring the resources in us. We shouldn't have to go through trauma and go through, you know what I'm saying, negative things to feel like I'm gonna make it by any means. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we learn that from so much negativity. Like, I would have been better off. I would have been a better version of myself. I'd be more successful. I just said this today, 10 times more successful if I had somebody like myself to talk to me when I was 16 years old. Like myself, not Mick, not JB, not nobody older, my dad, somebody like myself that I look up to, who I feel like he cool, I want to be like him. I ain't had that, and these kids don't have that, you know what I'm saying? They do now, you feel me? Like, and they need it, bro. They need it.
Have you seen any changes in some of the kids that's been partaking?
Yesterday, bro, I just did something yesterday. Me and my homie McKinley, we was at Pullman Community Center. I was hooping with the kids, right?
No, you ain't got no games.
No, I was decent. I hit a game win, a couple buckets, you know, a couple assists, steals, nothing major. You know what I'm saying? No big deal on that. But nah, for real though, like I was talking, and when I sat down, I told him like just straight up, like, bro, I'm here for y'all. Any questions y'all want to ask, they ain't know how to like initiate the conversation. And I was already like, it messed me up because we learned how to treat before I went to talk to the kids, they taught us how to treat a gunshot wound. You feel me? And it tripped me out. Like, these kids, bro, you got to teach them how to do that just in case they may need it at practice or helping saving one of their brother's life or their sister's life or their best friend. You know what I'm saying? They taught us how to do that right there. And that's the reality of what they up against. So it already threw me off, you feel me, mentally, because I would just be dealing with my own trauma. And it's like, early on, we needed that too, but we shouldn't even have to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I'm saying all that to say, like, when I really was sat down and talked to the kids, and I'm just open up, just telling them just how I feel about, like, what they going through and what I went through and how to, like, compare the two, you know what I'm saying, and that I understand them, I feel them. They wasn't saying nothing at first. They was just quiet. You know, I talked myself for like 20 minutes, and then I let them talk. And then that's when they started to open up. They telling me like, yeah, I'm dealing with this. I just lost so-and-so. They wasn't like that at first. It took for me to open up, for them to open up. I had to show them that I cared. Like, it ain't like, oh, yeah, Herbo, I'm getting paid to show up here. Hey, say what's up, take some pictures. Like, no, I'm really trying to save y'all life.
Now, is there still openings for, shorties to
Absolutely. We taking kids in every day. Swervin Through Stress, Project Swish, man. Me and my brother McKinley, we locked all the way in. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to really join forces and just make that one big initiative in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But Swervin Through Stress, the IG, yeah, we got our Instagram. We got the facility, our school.
That's what I was going to get into, Overton, yeah.
Yeah, we got the school, the facility. We about to really turn into a real multimedia facility where it's like, Chicago never had nothing like this, especially from an artist, you feel what I'm saying? Somebody like myself.
Did you, is that a school you went to at all?
No, I ain't go to Overton. Okay. We just bought it. We bought the land.
Because it was
vacant. The schools got shut down. I was in school when they shut all them schools down. You know, I think I was still in grammar school or something like that. And that was one of them CPS schools that got shut down. Like, I remember our teachers going on strike, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so many teachers in my life that I felt like genuinely cared about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem.
It is same.
Like, you go to school, it's like they just there because they got to work there. They don't want to deal with these kids. They don't care what these kids up against when they leave school, or if you ate, or why you upset, why you angry. Yeah, I'm angry. It's 11 o'clock, and I got to wait till 1:30 to eat. I'm hungry. My mama been tripping, and I don't got no love at home. I can't wait to wake up and hang with my friends. That's the only time I smile. You feel what I'm saying? And these teachers, they not tapping into that. They don't care what you going through. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you gonna remember the ones that do care.
Yeah, you gonna remember them. I could name them. I know their names still to this day. You feel me? Like, I know what teachers cared about me and which ones didn't. And like, we got to change that. You know what I'm saying?
So with Overton,
like we not too focused on like curriculum. We focused on like showing like trades. You know what I'm saying? Like engineering. We got the studio there, of course. We gonna have to record in studios. I'm building my own team of like videographers. Like videography, they gonna teach that, you know what I'm saying? Arts, you feel me? Like mental health awareness, mental wellness, like all of that. Therapists there, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have a swimming pool there. Like, we doing something different for the city that ain't never been done.
And I heard you say, you spending a lot of money out your pocket, but how can, people help with that? Yeah. Like donate and contribute to making this thing successful? Hit Teresa up, man.
We gonna figure it out. But a lot of people done already like hit me about like trying to help, you know what I'm saying? Like willing to help, So really it's just me getting all my ducks in a row, you feel what I'm saying? Getting all my eggs in one basket so we could just press the green light, but it's already in motion. Like it's already a go, you feel what I'm saying? So
look, Survivor's Remorse, Side A. Side B is out.
Yes, sir.
It also cracked Apple Music charts.
Yeah.
Chicago got a trophy right there, boy. Everybody was so happy.
Yes, sir.
Like, yes, Herb got one.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, do you still celebrate your album releases, or at least did you celebrate?
I celebrated this one. It dropped the day before my birthday, so I had to celebrate. My birthday was on October 8th. It dropped on the 7th. And it was so crazy though. Like, I ain't really celebrating my birthday. I was celebrating my album release. Like, that was more important to me than my own birthday. I feel like Survivor's Remorse is really telling my journey in a way that I never told it before. You know what I'm saying?
So hearing you say that, what's the toughest record on this album for you that you know that you recorded? What was
that I recorded.
Yeah.
That was like hard.
Tough.
For me.
Yeah, that was tough for you.
The last song on the whole album, the Remorse outro to close it out. You know, it was just like emotional, talking about my little brother. Outside Looking In. That's the only song that I wrote on the album. I ain't wrote no music in a long time. I actually wrote that song, you feel me? It took me like 4 hours to record that. It's probably the longest it ever took me to record a song before, talking in third person. And it's like I just wanted to tell my story in a way it's like, it's me. Like, I don't care to prove nothing, or I don't care to talk to the critics or get on the internet and voice my opinion about certain things or how I feel. Like, I'm going to just tell you my music, you feel me? And this how, like, if I was to have an open conversation about everything that you might want to talk about that's related to me, just listen to my album.
You know, I got to ask you what song you want us to spin, but before I get into that, man, it was a pleasure having
thank you, bro.
I thank you for taking out time, because like I said,
sure,
you've been hitting up
here.
A lot of schools. You've been
home team,
showing
man.
love.
I gotta come show love to everybody, man, when I'm back in this. I just love being home, bro.
It's definitely a pleasure to have you come through and show love. Anytime you're in the city, you already know.
Yes, sir.
We here.
My brother.
I mean, with that being said, let people know what song you want me to spin for everybody.
See what we gonna spin. One of my favorite songs off the project is, it's a tie between one on A and B. If I had to choose, it'd be between Paid and Torn.
Okay.
Them two of my favorite songs.
You know what?
I'm gonna go Paid. I'm gonna go with Paid, man. We gonna play Paid. Spin Paid, man.
Man, we finna get into Paid.
My young boy Essence Block. Man.
And you know what we gonna do? We gonna also get into Torn during the Windy City hour.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I got you covered.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you sliding and taking out time, man. Again, thank you, Herb.
Sure. Love, bro. Take it.
I got my gun on my lap. Still I changed my life. I got my son on my lap. Been on the run. I can't nap. I had a